Hello everyone, it's Trittany with the Crown and Castle Collective. Thank you for joining my channel if this is your first time viewing, and thank you for returning if you are a repetitive watcher. I appreciate everyone's likes, comments, and subscribes. They are really helping me get my channel started, and if I'm really resonating with you as a reader, go ahead and give me a subscribe for future videos or like my videos and just let me know how this video in particular may have resonated with you. I am also on Instagram and Facebook, and if you are interested, the links are below. I post free daily readings, and also I am taking appointments via Skype, so the prices and all that information is down below, as you should know. And so this is actually going to be a little bit different than a pick a card. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but this is actually going to be pick a deck. So there are only 2 collectives in this video. I do have a few oracle cards already pre-shuffled and selected for each deck as the reading goes on. So I should probably tell you what the reading is about, even though you probably clicked it from the title. This is a full moon in Libra video, and the full moon is on March 20th as well. And so this is just going to look in at like how it is affecting you and your energies and you and your relationships. So this is going to be deck number 1. I don't know if I said this right the first time. Number 1 and deck number 2. So go ahead and just look at them, whatever one appeals to you more. The timestamps will also be provided below, so if that kind of shouts out more than the decks, then you can go ahead and select it that way. Again, deck 1 and deck 2. So this is a general reading too. Again, this is on YouTube, so if this does not resonate with you, or if I'm not resonating with you as a reader, you can go ahead and try a different video, or you could go ahead and find a different reader. If this video does not resonate with you, go ahead, give me a dislike. I don't mind. Okay, so collective number 1. What is you and your current energies and how it's being affected by this full moon in Libra? Collective number 1, your energy. What is your energy, collective number 1? What is your energy and how you're being affected? What have you lost touch with within yourself, collective number 1? What have you lost touch with within yourself that you're being asked to really connect with again during this full moon in Libra? What have you lost touch with? Your relationships with others, and I'm going to actually take on this deck. How are your relationships with others, collective number 1, during this full moon in Libra? And what can you do to bring peace during this full moon? What can you do to bring peace during this full moon? What can you do to bring peace during this full moon? Jeez. What can you do to bring peace during this full moon, collective 1? So usually I do show all the cards, like I hold them up individually and explain them to you, but since there are so many on this spread that I'm doing, I'm just going to go through it myself and just say as what I'm seeing. If I did have a new video camera, the videos would be longer, therefore I'd be able to do more, but just for the sake of time, I'll just hold up whatever I feel necessary. Okay. So, collective number 1. You and your energy during this Libra full moon. You have the 6 of Pentacles. Again, I'm going to go through holding up cards because it's just like, I feel like it's just right. It just really helps. Okay. So you are in the 6 of Pentacles energy. So this is someone who, and it's funny because this is Libra. This is all about balance. And in each of these categories, I'm seeing balance. So you and your current energy, we have the 6 of Stones, and then we also have the 5 of Cups. So the 6 of Pentacles is someone that really gives, and you feel like you've probably been giving your all to everyone, but you just feel like you aren't on the receiving end quite as often as you would like to be. And that's just really affecting your energy, where like you feel like you may have invested so much into a person or an opportunity, and things just aren't turning out the way that you're expecting them to. And it's kind of causing you to miss out on the opportunities that you are experiencing right now, that are being presented to you, but you're just crying over spilt milk, really. But your energy, you are in a more, okay, so this is nurture, and it's red. You are in a more sacral and root chakra, where like you're kind of questioning your belonging. Perhaps you put a lot of weight into a situation, put a lot of effort into a situation, but it's not giving you the harvest that you really wanted it. And like if you may have invested in something, you may not have gotten quite as big of a return, and it is tax season as well, so maybe you were banking on a lot more money than what you got back. If so, I'm sorry. I know how that feels. Money. But your energy, you're just so giving, and I just feel like you haven't been giving to yourself quite enough. You've been relying on others perhaps a little bit too much, and relying on other situations, other people, and now you're being asked with this Libra full moon to give back to yourself and weigh in your energies of what really have you been putting on yourself. So what have you lost touch with within yourself that you're being asked to look back on in this full moon? So you have 11 Justice, which is a Libra card as well. This is it just like hit me. Justice is Libra full moon. Okay, Libra and the King of Pentacles. Again, how are you giving and how are you serving for yourself? Have you like been overworking yourself? Have you been too lazy and too slacking on yourself? But you're being also asked to change and challenge your perception. So maybe you have lost touch on just how much you keep your own self in check. Maybe you've been too worried and concerned with either kids, family, friends, everyone else, that you haven't quite kept tabs on your own self and how you are feeling energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, do you, boo. You need to do you for a little bit. This king of I always say the wrong deck suit. Pentacles. He's got a motherfucking cake in his hand. He's gonna have his cake and he's gonna eat it too. Like, that needs to be you. Collective number 1. So what you need to tap into as well, change how you look at money as well. And if you are familiar with birth charts, I would obviously consider having you look at where your Libra is, where your moon's at, but also take a look at where your Venus is at, because there are a lot of people that are being asked to challenge your perception with how they view money, how they spend, how they give and take the money as well, again with this 6 of Pentacles energy and with maybe like tax season type thing, how you manage your money. And that's always something I feel like that comes up during full moons and new moons, I guess. Don't quote me on that, but specifically for you, collective number 1, you're being asked to challenge how you look at your money and your wealth and what you consider as wealthy in life, and not prosperous, but what you consider profit in life, really. You may have lost touch with yourself in a situation, like in a relation to, again, with this justice, that equal give and take. And I'm seeing that with the next pile as well. In this King of Pentacles, there may be a strong masculine or just strong counterpart energy in a relationship, that there may have been an upsetting situation, and now you're just being asked to revisit it and challenge your perception and kind of rethink the situation, because you may not have been in the right, or you may not have been completely right. There's definitely a reasoning for both sides' actions, okay, with this Libra full moon, okay? The give and take and the understanding of actions, and just really kind of rethinking and revisiting. Maybe even like exes. Again, this is Mercury retrograde too, so that's like not even the best. That's not the best advice to give during Mercury retrograde, because you don't want to go backwards, okay? But there may be still a lot to learn, and there may still be a lot of past hurts that you're still crying over, that you may not have even completely gotten over. This could be something recent, but it could also be something in the past. And if there's healing to be done, honey, there's healing to be done. Like, don't stop because it's Mercury retrograde. Just don't like hook up with a toxic ex just because you're feeling lonely, which is something that would happen during Mercury retrograde. Okay, so your relationship with others, and I said this, that there may be someone who is recent that like you consider very pairing to your energy, like really feels like home to you, and you feel like it's the right thing to be with them with this Justice card. And with the Libra, you feel like it's your counterpart. And with your relationship with others, you have mirror. So you may be attracting a lot of the same people with the same vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So you may be attracting a lot of partners. But your relationships with others, you have this Ace of Swords. And you also have the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like with relationships with you, right now during this full moon in Libra, you either attract people who are exactly the same or people who are exactly the opposite. But like, I feel like with whoever this person is, this King of Pentacles for you, you attract them because they're your counterpart. And I feel like this person makes you just want to sit around and be lazy. But this person also makes you want to like get down and dirty. But I feel like if there may be like a little bit of a disconnect, if you're like not completely committed at all, I mean, you could be seeking out other relationships that may be false to this mirror. This false, not really false, okay, but like you're not looking for anything serious. So maybe you do attract just flings, and that's okay because that's just what you're looking for. With the Libra new moon too, it's like if you're not fully committed into something, to allow yourself to be expressed differently and more freely as well. Don't be completely weighed down with this Justice, this Libra. I mean, the scales have to be balanced. So I feel like, and that goes to say for relationships, I mean, things are either like a quick conversation, or if they're really just, you could sit with someone and have long, deep conversations, intellectual conversations about the universe, about blah, 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 tarot readings, I don't know. Or it could just be really quick and to the point. And that will mirror how you're feeling too with your relationships with others, is whether or not you want to put your energy into that person and their time and their space and just what they have to say or what you have to say. So your relationships, I'd say, for collective number one, are very balanced right now. What am I doing for time? Okay. How can you bring peace during this full moon in Libra, collective number one? I feel like things are a little rough around the edges right now with your boo. And I mean, I feel like you're out in the dating world, but like, I felt like this Five of Cups energy is what either has you in like a fling type of energy, or like waiting for your boo to come around and like tie you down. Literally and figuratively. Go you. So what you can do to bring peace, completely ignore all that, because you know what, the one thing that always kind of seems to like pull yourself back together is like your closest family and friends. This is a 10 of Pentacles. This is the ultimate happy family life. I'm not saying every family's happy, but like surrounding yourself with family members, old, young, can be really healing, because we have the Empress right next to it, and they can really show you how to do genuine care. That sounded completely simplistic. It can help you like set more fertile grounds for yourself and feel like this new moon is really giving you like a new full moon. Oh my gosh. I'm taking a drink of water because this just needs to get washed down. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated during this full moon, guys. Love you. Drink water or vodka. Okay, so surrounding yourself with family can help you really love yourself. And this could be also motherly relationships as well during this Libra energy, or parenting relationships as well. Kind of seeing how maybe your parents' relationships has reflected onto you and your relationships as well. Perhaps your relationship with your mothers, your grandmothers, your sisters. Just really give yourself a lot of this self-love. This Empress energy is beautiful. And for a full moon, something that is fully lit in a new light is just beautiful. Just give yourself some self-care as well. Play with some animals. That always makes everyone feel better. Kittens and dogs and babies. They're an animal on themselves. And then we also have the Four of Wands. So spend time with literally family and friends. The closest clique that you got. And we also have 21 the World. So go ahead and just kind of like take time to turn off your phone as well. At the bottom of the deck, I had the Ace of Swords, which I definitely see as someone that's kind of like turning off technology and totally going in within their imagination. And spending more time with family without cell phones, really. Maybe don't worry so much about your own self-image and the image that other people are receiving about you as well, which I'm seeing with this Justice in this King of Pentacles again. Not really giving as much energy into how people are viewing you, rather knowing who you are within yourself exactly. Getting time to know more about yourself through your friends too. I mean, those people know you probably better than anyone else. Probably better on a different level than even your family. And make sure you're setting intentions too with this full moon. Setting out new intentions as well. Setting them out into the world, because it's a very good time for manifesting, as always. And you have this Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck for you too. So this is a power that's about to like make stuff happen. And kind of like letting go of maybe the stress that you hold with you and your boo thing, your relationships, or with your money too as well. That whatever goes around will come back around. Just trust in that as well. So yeah, that was kind of my first time ever doing this kind of reading for a huge collective. So if that resonated with you, collective number one, let me know. Give me a comment. Tell me what you're experiencing. Give me like I said, a like, a comment, or subscribe. And you can go ahead and look me up on Instagram or schedule a personal reading with me. And thank you for watching. Alright, collective number two. Let's see what you got. This one's going to be a little bit faster as I only have so long on my phone to make this video. So what is you and your energy, collective number two? Your energy, what have you lost touch with? balance relationships and bring peace. Collective number 2. What is your relationships with others right now? Your relationships with others. You're supposed to go with me. How to bring peace. How can collective number 2 bring peace during this full moon in Libra? How can group number 2 bring peace during this full moon in Libra? Okay, so collective number 2. I'm not going to hold up all the cards just because I'm running really short on time. Okay, so you and your energy. I feel like you're finally, this full moon in Libra is really giving you insight and is really giving you intuitive hits, maybe through your dreams. Maybe you aren't having the best dreams because you also have this anxiety card right next to the death card. And it's kind of really revealing to you in your darkest moments, like what you haven't been seeing in the light. And it's really kind of giving you this, you have this number 3, delight. This is the crown chakra, but these fears are kind of opening up this veil to you of like what you may not have seen, what you may not have feared, what you kind of feared to be true, almost in a way. Because what you have lost touch with within yourself that you need to regain on is to know your fears. Okay, and you're doing that. You're already doing that, collective number 2. You may not have like quite put your thumb on it. Like you may have just taken these as like bad omens, bad dreams. Oh, I'm fucked. Like, no. You're realizing your fears, and they are kind of helping you step more into your power and see things in a new way. Because you also have with that the Hanged Man and the 7 of Swords. So this is really kind of giving you intuitive hits, and you're seeing things at a completely new perspective, like how much more you need to trust your intuition with people, with situations, with anything really, because that's coming to you in the 5D. If you are having these bad dreams, which I just did a spread on what kind of dreams you were having. So what you do need to touch base on with yourself is how you are seeing your own intuition. Are you taking like intuitive hits as like something that's scary, like maybe taboo to you? But you just may be tapping into that more, especially with this full moon and things being more brought into light through the darkness. Like, welcome to your awakening process, collective number 2. Your relationships with others, though, you have the Temperance card, and you also have the Emperor card. Temperance is, I can't think of it right now. But anyways, you do have a lot of give and take with your relationship, but you may have someone that is kind of like administering it all. And if you feel like someone is taking advantage of you, you're being told to trust your gut feeling, trust the niggle. It's such a weird word, I don't like saying it. But you're being told to trust your intuition. Are you being taken advantage of? Like, does this person like kind of like tell you how to give and take, when to give and take, how much? If this person seems really controlling towards you, then I'm sure you're picking up on that. These dreams or something, these fears that you're having, like, oh, that person would never do that to me. They would never take advantage of me. Well, maybe in your dreams, they're starting to show up without their mask on in their true form. And it's, you know that it may fear you, but you're being forced to kind of look at things in a new way. Especially in your relationships and your intuition, which with the Temperance card is very high. Bringing the intuition into the physical body, your soul into your physical body, and the mind and body connection as a whole. You're being told to trust that it's speaking to you very loudly, and the decisions that come with it within relationships may be very tough and very guiding and very ruling. But along with the Temperance card, you have the strength. You have the strength to come back from whatever situation that may even put you in. So what can you do to bring peace? You know who you need to let go of. You know what you need to release during this full moon. You're getting intuitive hits on it. You already know ahead of time what is not serving you. You are just ready to let go of that and to stop carrying it around like baggage or like a wounded dog behind you. That is so sad. But you know what is not keeping up with you in your lifestyle and what needs to go. And that may be a fear of letting it go, or just there may be a harshness to how to do it, that you're not like quite sure how to do it nicely. And that's not even just for people, that's just for even like addictions or like bad habits and whatever else you're needing to release. I feel like you're gonna stop juggling around, kind of beating around the bush as well with like people and situations, that you're just gonna eventually just move forward with one solid situation, one solid decision. We go from two pentacles to just one big wheel. Where if you feel like there may have not been enough give and take, again, if someone was just taking and just administering, if you really speak up and let them know, like, hey, I feel like it's just back and forth. Like, why can't we just have an equal give and take and forward movement and the same end goal? Maybe you have a dream too that's you're just kind of having fears about and second guesses about, that's really just giving you hindsight, or just really bringing to light what you are in fear of right now. And what you can also do to bring peace is King of Cups. I said this to collective number 1, and I'm going to say it to you, collective number 2. Stay hydrated. And also be very firm in your emotions as well. They may be super unstable right now, but trust them, because they're definitely being influenced by your intuition. So yeah, I hope that resonated with you, collective number 2. Yours was really short. I'm sorry. I'm saving up to buy an actual like video recorder, camera recorder thingy-mabob. So yeah, if this resonated with you, collective number 2, please let me know what kind of experiences you're having during this full moon in the comments. Give me a like or subscribe for future videos. And also give me a follow on Instagram for free daily readings, or just email me and contact me to let me know if you're interested in for a personal reading. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.